So then, after many miles of snaking its way through central Florida, there's I-4. Here's the lower Hillsborough. There's downtown Tampa. Oh yeah, I can smell it. That's definitely salt water. Here is pretty much the lowermost. It's New Year's. No, it's not New Year's Day, but close enough. And I'm sure there's more snowbirds. That's why you see, even though it's a weekday, snowbirds being people who come from up north and take advantage of our nice weather in the winter. Of course, for a while here, I didn't want to believe that this was the Hillsborough River compared to above the dam. Very, very different, much more urbanized. But I didn't really believe it until I looked at a map. I'm like, oh yeah, this is the Hillsborough River. And okay, I'm surprised there's even those rocks with those plants. Surprisingly not as polluted as you might think. You know, you still might see some trash, party boats. Of course, this is by no means a world-class nature viewing place. You have to go to the upper Hillsborough for that, but still part of the Hillsborough River though. Oh yeah. Here is the furthest, the end of the Hillsborough River flowing into Tampa Bay, which is Tampa Bay being the largest estuary in Florida, meaning of saltwater and freshwater. As you can tell, super urbanized, completely different than the upper Hillsborough River, but still surprised there's still some mangroves. Mangroves being a important shoreline stabilizer. Some oysters in there, mussels. I'm surprised there's even an info panel. It says the Hillsborough River is the most urbanized river. But of course, above the dam, not very. I mean, there's still some suburban. There it is, talking about the tributaries, very important for the river. But it's only super urbanized below the dam. I want to hurry this up before some boat comes blasting music, completely ruining my rhythm. Apparently the fishing here is decent, better than you'd expect. Some big fish, big tarpon, more brackish water species, brackish saltwater species, snook, tarpon, I would imagine. Saw someone catch a cow-nosed ray here one time on YouTube, so you never know. And right there is the largest, or the tallest building on the west coast of Florida. So, but as far as exploring for pristine nature, you know, this is not the place to go, but still. And they've fought in the past to increase the minimum flows that reach the Tampa Bay. So, freshwater flows. So there's an ecosystem here. It still brings a lot of fresh water to Tampa Bay, even with all the big withdrawals in the dam and the bypass canal. There's still fresh water in here. Still brackish water, not all salt water. Apparently it used to be worse. Much more salt water, less manatees, less wildlife, but yeah, so Swiftmud, Southwest Florida Water Management District definitely is on that to help protect this river. Oh yeah. So if you look closely, there's some water hyacinth plants. Those of course did not originate below the dam. Those came from above the dam. And I'm surprised that one still looks like it's definitely dying, because those plants do not survive in salt water, brackish water. Of course, they're invasive from South America. But yeah, so this trip was fun. It does kind of automatically stress me out seeing all this development on a otherwise nice river, but environmentalists knew that this river was a lost cause, or the lowermost. I mean, developmentally wise for a long time. You know, sure, other videos talk about the history much more. You can look at other videos for all the history, cultural significance. Henry Plant came with the railroad, and when phosphate was discovered in the Peace River southeast of here, that caused a big boom along with the railroad, because originally the Tampa area was just for agriculture long time ago. Yeah, still a lot of boats, but then again, it's January, so more people here in Florida than usual to avoid the snowfall and stuff. It's in the high 80s right now. That's not going to last forever in January. I want to get some more cold weather intermittently. Yeah, it's still kind of relaxing. I haven't been here in a little while, so don't come here all the time. Being more into nature, into, you know what I mean, more intact nature. People here mainly just visiting the city, if not living around the city. Over there is a University of Tampa, rich person school. It used to be a hotel. This isn't the last video I'm going to film, but still have a few more. But as far as being the end point of the river furthest from upstream, feel pretty good about the job I did, or have been doing. You know, it's a daunting task to take on even a relatively, well, it's not short, it's not long, the Hillsborough River. It's kind of an intermediate river with lots of transitions. I'm sure if you kayak the whole thing, the transitions would definitely be very apparent and stressful and all that. Well, exciting maybe. Some people, I don't know, it's not my favorite river. Favorite's probably being the Swanee, with Lacucci. Well, it's kind of up there as with Hillsborough. Ocklawaha is also very impacted, but also has a bunch of wild naturey sites. It also has a dam. Swanee, Santa Fe. I don't know, it's hard to keep the favorites though because they live so far away. Had to revisit, and you know, you still have some nice nature in Central Florida, even with all the people, invasive species, water, mini water wars. As I've definitely learned, as I was looking up more information about the Hillsborough River, I didn't know about all the middle and lower Hillsborough River fights to increase the minimum flow and ongoing. Apparently a lot more people hate the bypass canal and the river water being diverted to the reservoir, Bill Young Reservoir, than I thought. I thought most people just saw the Hillsborough River as a lost cause compared to other parts of Florida. Maybe it is in comparison, but still worth saving in my opinion. Still a visit worthy, noteworthy little river that could, as one researcher put it. Oh yeah.